Welcome in to another episode of Talking with Top Podcast. I'm your host, Todd Carter. Before you get too relaxed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you will not miss any episode. All right, we have our special guest today. Meet Tracy Smith, a seasoned licensed cosmetologist with over 3 decades of experience. Beyond her skills in beauty, she is a loving wife, mother, and grandmother, as well as a dedicated special education paraprofessional working with children with autism. She brings compassion and understanding to her role. She's also a fashionista at heart. Tracy is on the verge of launching her online boutique coming soon. So she'll be able to show her style of helping others. Welcome, Mrs. C, to the podcast.
Thank you, Todd. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. All right. So, guys, a fun fact about Tracy and I is that we have been friends since the 5th grade. I think what's 4th or 5th? Fourth. Okay. I was wondering that one day, too. All right. And also, we started our cosmetology journey around about the same time. But as you can see, she's still one and I'm not. All right. So we'll go ahead and we'll get started, Tracy. All right. So after 3 decades, what aspect of cosmetology still excites you the most?
Making women look beautiful. I love it. And just the new styles that's coming up and the new technology with the flat irons and all different kind of curling things you need to make people look beautiful. I like all that new stuff.
I know it has evolved so much. One of the things I never did learn how to feather cut because by the time feather cut came out, I wasn't doing it anymore. So that's something that I still hadn't grabbed today. I'm still doing those basic, like if I want to trim some ends or stuff like that. So I never did get to the feather styling of cuts. So yeah, it has evolved a lot.
Yeah, and I think the reason I'm still here is because I'm still old school. Like, I'm not the new girl on the block. I'm very much old school. And my clients and people want that these days. They want to go back to healthy hair and, getting their hair shampooed and, the whole luxury of coming into the beauty salon and getting treated like you're in the salon. I love that. These days they don't have that so much.
All right. So what specific skills or techniques have you mastered to perfection, making you stand out in this competitive industry?
Well, I will roll your scab up. So I love roller set. Like, I am truly have been known as the roller set queen. I love to roller set. I can make a roller set look just like somebody curled your hair. So that's my little thing that I do. Healthy hair, just keeping the hair on the head. Like, I literally like to watch hair grow. Like, that's my thing. Like, I want to see it grow. That's what I like to do. So yeah, I'm known for roller setting. So if anybody knows me, they're like, oh yeah, she can roller set some hair. That's my thing.
Yeah, roller set is good. I used to roller set. Well, now I can probably do it again now since I think I need a haircut first before I start to. I got to shape it up a little bit. It's not like in shape or whatever. So I'm trying to grow my hair out. All right. So what's some of your biggest challenges that you faced early on in your career, and did you overcome them?
Some of the things that was hard for me. I think working with a lot of women, that was hard in the beginning because I worked in big salons when with like 10 women. I overcame that. Like, I was able to make a lot of friends. And I was able to work in those places with prayer. It took prayer and dedication to my craft because I love doing hair. So I was determined to, build that clientele no matter where I was. So I overcame it that way. I just stayed positive. Prayer kept me in the game. And I had a lady that I used to work for. She was more like a mentor. She used to always just kind of keep me grounded and with hair, because in the beginning I made a lot of money. I made a lot of money. And when you make a lot of money doing hair, you really have to stay grounded because you'll get the big head, you know. But what I wanted more than the money, I wanted the clientele. And God is good. I was able to keep it. Like I've been doing here 32 years. I still have a nice clientele. Well, I have to say, I don't want to do something. I'm booked, you know, and that's kind of that's a blessing. That's what it is. It's a blessing to be able to still have a clientele after doing half for 33 years.
One of my cousins, she's a braider, and one of the things that she said is the clientele who has kept her in business have been people like our age.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like they're faithful because before they get out the chair, they're going to go ahead and book their next appointment. And she said that's what have kept her thriving for 20 years. She's been braiding for 20 years. And that's how, because of repeat customers who just rock with you. So, yeah.
They care. You know, you got those people that just gonna rock with you, you know, and I love that, you know.
How have you ever experienced burnout? And if so, what strategies did you use to reignite your passion?
Yeah. Self-care. You have to take time for yourself. And that's what I learned, because in the beginning I didn't do that. I was wanting a clientele. You know, I was young. I wanted a clientele, and that's what I struggled and I was fighting for. And in the process, my health was declining because I used to have muscle spasms, and I was tired, and I couldn't perform. I couldn't be a good mother, you know, because I always was working. So I had to just take time out for myself, and I would take like 3 days off, you know, 3 days off, go get a massage, and, you know, and just pamper myself, and then charge up and go back into the game, because, you know, as you know, doing hair is really hard to be off, because you're in demand when you have a clientele and you really trying to please these women. So it's really hard. It's really hard to take off when you're doing hair. But you got to take that time for yourself. You got to say, hey, enough is enough. Like, if something happens to me today, that's what I had to realize. If something was to happen to me today, they will find another beautician. Much as they say they love me, they'll be getting their hair done somewhere else. And then the ones that love me understood, like, they care. Like, hey, take your time. Go. You off today? You need it, you know. And sometimes I would be at work and wouldn't eat the whole day. Just work.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember those days, because it'll be back to back, and you literally have to get somebody else to go out for you,
and because
you're trying to keep people from waiting so long. I definitely do remember those days. Yeah. It is. And then also too, at certain times, if it's a big event in, like, say, Magic City Classic, or if it's around the holidays, I mean, everybody want their hair fresh. So it's like everybody want to get in on that Friday before, or, you know, that Thursday, and you're just working.
Yeah.
And they don't care.
Easter used to we used to do 4-hour Friday Easter. I used to go into the salon at 8 o'clock on a Friday and work 24 hours and not leave out the salon till 8 o'clock that Saturday morning, just so I could be off on Saturdays and I wouldn't be tired for church on Sunday. But I was still tired.
Oh, wow. I don't think I've ever done 24 hours, but I do remember being there like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, still doing hair. Yeah.
Yeah, it was rough, but I love hair. I do. I love it. It's been a blessing. I love the people I've met along the way. People like my clients, they take care of me. I am blessed, and I love them, and I'm grateful for the ride. Like, I've still got people that been coming to me over 20 years. Like,
that's good.
Yeah, and it's been a blessing, and it's gonna be sad when I leave, but it's coming a time where that's gonna happen.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
So how has social media and online marketing changed the way you attract and retain clients?
Well, let me be honest, friend. I don't use any of that. I don't. From day one, and I know this might sound a little cliche, but I just trust God. I did what I did, and God bless me. You know, but I started at the beginning. Like I said, I'm a bit old school. So when I started back in 1990, we didn't have social media. We didn't have. We had flyers. Okay, I had flyers. Yep. You know, I would take a flyer here there, and the mentor that I had, she was so big on faith. Like, she said, when you take on this role, because she had been doing hair for a very long time, she told me, she said, Tracy, you gotta trust God. You gotta believe God, because that's where your clientele gonna lie in. You gotta trust God. You gotta do the best work you can and put that out there, and God's gonna bless you. And that's how I got my clientele. Like, I literally worked my butt off. Like, I don't advertise to this day for hair. I don't put nothing on social media. I tried that, try to put some on social media, but it just never was my thing. I just always kept it real with myself. I just trust God. I prayed. I did my best on each client. I showed them so much love, and word of mouth got me where I am today. Like, still to this day, I haven't did any social media brought nothing I do, and I only got like 3 clients last week just off of somebody here I did. So that's been working for me. So I haven't been much of a social media person as far as when it comes to doing my business, but I know I'm gonna have to get into it my next adventure.
Yes. Yeah, you would. Yeah, absolutely. For a boutique. Yeah, you would. All right. So what advice would you give someone who's just starting out today?
Well, the first thing I would say is make sure that you love it, because hair is something you have to love. You can't get into hair for the money. You just can't. You have to love hair. You gotta love this. This has got to be your passion, because you got to build a clientele. You got to work for it. And I know that's people say, oh yeah, I can do hair, because like hair is a gift, and you probably can. But to be long term and be business wise and say, hey, this is how I'm gonna live. This is what I'm gonna do to make my living. It's gotta be a passion. You gotta eat, sleep, and live hair. And I literally did it for years. It's got to be a passion. Got to be something you want to do. It can't be just something you saw. Oh, she making $1,000 doing frontals and
Yeah.
No, you know what I'm saying? Because first of all, that she might not be taking care of hair, and I'm a licensed cosmetologist, so I went to school, and I know I can do nails, I can do hair, I can do pedicures, I can do facials, I can do whatever, because I'm licensed for all of it. So I just think that it should be something that you really, really want to do, so you can have the benefits and you can reap the benefits of it. Like you can do hair, like, and you can do nails, or you can do facials. You can be whatever you want to be if you're a licensed cosmetologist. But now they have it so that you can be like a natural hairstylist. And I see a lot of people getting into that. I'm gonna be a natural hairstylist. So if you're a natural hairstylist, you don't have to have a license where you can do, you can just do natural hair. So that means you can't do chemicals and you can't do color. Because you're a natural hairstylist. So if you're a natural hairstylist, because right now they're putting it out there where you can be a natural hairstylist. Like, I know some people who have their natural hairstyle license, then you can work in a salon and be okay. But you cannot do color. You cannot do, because you haven't been to cosmetology school. So like, you'll see these salons that's popping up and they'll say Tracy's, I just said my name, Tracy Style Shop. Well, literally, Alabama State Board of Cosmetology is not coming in there, because it's not a beauty salon. Now, if it was a beauty salon, they checking, you're going to have your license to be in a beauty salon. But you don't have to have license to be in a style shop. You can be a natural hairstylist, of that sort. But in order to be in a beauty salon, or call yourself work in your salon is a beauty salon, that word behind it, you're going to have a cosmetology license, and you're going to have to go to school, and you're going to have to learn, and you're going to have to want to be a cosmetologist. That's chemicals, it's learning color. It was fun for me because I was so young and I was so hyped about it.
Right.
I was really hyped about it. But now they making up all these different names. So if you want to do hair, you can go get your natural hairstyle license, and you can do hair. Most of them don't even shampoo you. What kind of stylist is there? I'm not knocking anybody, but these days they want you already shampooed to blow down.
Right. Absolutely. Have you ever thought about teaching it?
Oh, I did. I did it for a while. I actually went to get my instructor's license, and I was really young when I did it. I couldn't. I didn't have this. I didn't have the skill set I had now to teach with the patience, that I got right now. So I kind of went to school for a minute, was put in there, and then I was like, nah, I can't do this right now. I can't teach, And I had an opportunity to be the cosmetology instructor at Parker High School 2 years ago.
Girl.
Yeah. The lady, Miss Janice Mosley, who was my mentor, she was the cosmetology teacher for 15 to 16 years, and she retired. And I went up there and I went for 2 days, and the principal, everybody was down. It was like, okay, we're excited. I couldn't do it. It was the kids, like.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say why you didn't do that, but yeah.
It was the kids. I had been through a lot, and my mental was, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. It wasn't even. It had nothing to do with cosmetology because I loved it. I would have taught the mess out of it. It was the kids, and a lot of them was not in school in the class for cosmetology. They were just in there because it was an elective.
Yes.
And they got it. So I was like, nah, I can't do that. I ain't ready. Like, no. So I turned it down, and yeah, that's what happened.
All right, so we'll transition a little bit. What joy has it been to become a paraprofessional? I mean, like, I kind of did that wrong. Let me ask that question back over. What joy has being a paraprofessional brought to your life?
Wow. So being a paraprofessional, it's been rewarding, working with kids with autism and behavior problems. It's been different. It's been challenging, but it's been kind of rewarding because I'm a nurturer and I love to just love on people. So it's been a good thing for me. It's changed my world because I'm learning so much. I have a friend who have a son that's autistic, and I didn't know what her world was like, but now I do, and we're really, really good friends, but I never knew what her world was like. And to see these kids with different behavior issues and stuff like that, it makes you grateful for one, and then it makes you have compassion, and you just want to love on them, and that's it's made me very loving. Like, I love them babies. And my friends were like, girl, how did you get there? I don't know, because I didn't start as a paraprofessional. I started as a substitute.
Me too.
And I got thrown into that classroom this year, and it's been like, wow, it's been a game changer. But yeah, I wouldn't go nowhere. I like it. I'm just trying to figure out myself what's going on, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is. I'm doing that right now, literally as we speak. That's what I've been assigned to. It's different, I love when they get it.
Yeah.
Like it's like, because you'll just see that little light bulb. They'll be like, and then you'll just have your little ones where they come over to you, they want to hug you. I have one. She tells me every day, "You're so beautiful." And I'm just like, you tell me this every day. She's so sweet. She's as cute as she want to be. With her little what's the color of her hair? Strawberry blonde. But she's gonna tell me every day. She'd be like, "Hey, Miss Pretty." I'm like, "Have you not learned my name by now?"
To call you.
She said, "Hey, Miss Pretty." I'm like, "That is not my name." But she's so sweet. She told me that today. I'm just like, Lord. But yeah, so I do the same.
They're joy. You just want to love on them, because a lot of them will never ever be able to function like a normal person. Right. And just to know that, what I'm saying, and sometimes they don't come from good homes, or sometimes the atmosphere at home ain't good. So you just want to love on them when they come, because they going through stuff mentally that they can't help, and then sometimes everything ain't right where they at.
You know what? You can tell that too. I can tell sometimes when they're needing so much attention in the class. I'm just like, what is going on at their house? Yeah. Because you can just see it. Like, their clothes will look fine. They'll have the latest and the greatest. But I'm like, something is missing at home, because you come in this classroom every day and you being very disruptive. Yeah. And you're crying out for attention. And so, yeah, I see that. And my heart goes out.
I immediately start praying for them and their parents, because I don't know what it's like to have an autistic kid, a kid with behavior issues, but I've been in the room with them, and I can imagine if they got to go through this, for the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying? I just got them for the time that I'm in there.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, but I love the babies. It's hard not to get. It's hard not to get connected.
It sure is.
Boy, not to leave them
Really.
at school. They be like, leave that baby there. My husband say, now you ain't bringing no babies here. No, don't keep talking. Don't keep talking about a month.
Okay, girl. What? I'm not gonna lie, they be so sweet. I just be like, oh, yeah, they are great. All right. So, do you want anybody to follow you on social media?
Yes, they can follow me on social media. They can follow me on Instagram at Tracy I Am. And they can follow me on Facebook at Tracy Oliver Smith.
All right. All right. And as always, guys, you can follow me on TikTok and Facebook as Tot Carter, on Instagram and Threads as Ivy Tot 10. And Tracy, I just want to thank you for coming and sharing your story with me today.
You, my friend, for having me.
Absolutely. All right. And guys, remember, don't be stingy. Don't gatekeep. Knowledge is power.
Amen.
All right. And I'll see you guys next week.
Bye.